Back from Dad's. Logs are delivered, decanted and stacked up all nice and neat for him. We're back at the farm, coming up to midday. I've now got to start preparations for getting the cattle in the shed to separate out one steer to take him over to Broomall's. So, like I said before, not my favourite job, but it is kind of part and parcel. That's what it is. It's a farm. It's kind of what we do, isn't it? So I learnt an hour ago when I was unloading the logs with Emma that she's made another purchase for herself for working on the farm. And I said, oh, what's that? She goes, well, we're going to be a matching pair now. I said, what do you mean? She goes, his and hers. I said, if you bought yourself a set of case overalls? She said, I have. I said, well, what happens if I buy a New Holland or a John Deere or a Massey Ferguson? Well, you'll have to buy me another pair of overalls. Or, she said, I'll just have your tractor. I get the distinct feeling she has got designs on this tractor. So, I don't think it's a case of if. More likely, if she carries on like she is, more likely when. On top of that, she's already going, oh, well, we can do this, we can do that. And I said, we can do what? So she's on about now increasing the beef, building more sheds, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, right, okay, so you want to put up more sheds to the farm and do the farm and do more with the beef. That's fine. I said, that's okay. I said, but who's borrowing the money to do that? She goes, well, we will. I said, right, okay, so we'll borrow the money. Who's putting up the security, the collateral? You are. Right. And what security collateral are we going to have to borrow against to do what you want to do? Well, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, so I want you, and so you are. She wants to double the herd, which is almost doable. We could just about do it. I said, so if you work on, we earn, for every set of beef boxes, the farm earns about £1,000. So work out what the minimum agricultural labourer's wage is, and then work out how many cattle you need to rear to reach that figure. All right, so you're looking at sort of between 20 and 25 cattle a year to produce. So that's, if we've got 25 calves a year, and bearing in mind they're not all going to be steers, so you're going to be want to be reducing best part of 40 calves a year minimum. This is minimums. 40 calves a year, that's 40 cows. And then you've got to work on that a percentage of those cows might be barren or might not take. So add another 45 cows. So that's 45 cows on the farm. This is, like I say, the minimum. And then you've got 3 years to keep all the calves before they're kind of ready to go. So 45, say, times 3. Then you work out how much space you need to house all those animals. Do you see where this is going? And then the amount of feed you need, the amount of water you need, the insurances, the sheds, all the costs. I said, so you go away and work out all the costs. You tell me how big a shed you need, cost, what it's going to cost to build it, how long it's going to take to pay for it. And we're working on beef prices today. Although we're not as affected by the market as everybody else because we sell direct to the public, we would then have to up our game on that. And that would probably be having to do smaller beef boxes and postal. We'd have to send them out. So it is doable. It is doable, I said, but you're creating a lot of work. And I haven't got time to do all that and run the tree company as well. I can't do it. I said, so you've got to be committed to this. Yeah. I said, right, well, you've been with me 3 months. I said, it's going to take a bit longer than that for me to know you're committed to this. I said, you haven't done a winter yet. You've done no winter mucking out, no winter feeding, no snow, rain, cold, all that sort of stuff. So let's just wait and see. So she's she's keen as mustard, but I'm 60, 61 next year. So I reckon I got a good 10 years left in me. I'd like to say 15 years left in me. So whatever we're doing, when I retire, I don't want to have any debt. I don't want to leave any debt. So I said, you go away and you sort out your business plan and see if you can do it. So, because it is doable, but it's one of those things. You've got to make a couple of mistakes and you could collapse the lot. So, risk. I mean, the biggest gamblers in the world is farmers. Every year we gamble. So, but this is a 10-year, 15-year gamble. And does she want the responsibility, and do I want the risk? Watch this space. Right, I think I can hear, I think the guys have got the skid steer. So I've got the guys here at the farm today. I'm using the Defender this morning for logs, which I've finished now. And I'm also using it this afternoon to deliver this animal to the abattoir. So the guys couldn't have my Land Rover today. So, and the job that we had on, because it's been so wet, kind of needed the Land Rover. Anyway, so we bumped that job. And I said, we're getting through the firewood pretty quick. We've got a pilot there who wants converting. Let's have a day on the firewood. Right. Well, I don't think it's going to take an awful lot to get them in. They're already heading this way. Look at the mess they're making out here. So we're gonna shut them out. When I say we, that's a real we. I'm gonna shut them out, and then I'm gonna chuck some straw bait in there, fill up the feeders. I'll open this gate, and they're all gonna come trotting in. Oh, it's your fault. Yeah, well, you won't get full power out of that. I'm just doing the job, I suppose. Right, I'm nicking the skid steer. Right. I'm not actually nicking it because it's my skid steer, but you know, if they want it, they'll have to come and ask for it back. I think it balls that up. I think it balls that up quite a lot, actually. Go on. Yeah, well, if it wasn't broken before, it is now. Soft. Doesn't take a lot of breaking up. A bit down there, shall we? Sit there. Sit over there. Maybe a bit in the middle. Right, a bit there. Okay. Bit at the end here. That go there. Look at that. right, sir. Oh, you go over there. You go over there. That'll do. I think that's enough on the floor. Now I'm going to stick the rest of that in that feeder. Waste not, want not. There's the wall. That's going to get me going. I can smell that from here. They're going to be fighting over that, I reckon. That's in there. Done. Everybody's pointing the finger of blame at everybody else. So they've ringed up the plane stem. So do you remember when we started the original project over in the garden, we took down my plane tree and I was very unhappy about it. But we bought the root ball and what, 10 foot of stem, wasn't a massive stem, but we bought it all down here and I put it down the bottom there and thought I'm going to leave it with the root ball on because it'll stop that end from cracking and shaking, and it could just stay there for a year, 18 months, whatever else. And then when Simon's down here with his tractor or something, or we're going up there, we'll take it up and we'll get it planked and we'll have some silkwood planks. So London plane is silkwood in the timber trade. And yeah, they put the chainsaw through it and ringed it up. Too late now. Nothing I can do about it now. Look at them, keen as mustard, look. We'll chuck that about in there a bit because that's a bit too much of a lump just there. And they can do the rest. Right, that's kicked about in there. That's stocked up in there. Kicked that about a little bit in there, taking the strings off the bale down there. We're about as ready as we're ever going to be to bring them in. Oh, you have to back up a bit. Gate opens that way. Go on, back it up. Back it up. Hello, beefy boy. 188. Oh, no, 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 you stupid. Only got forward gear, the reverse on that one. Come on. Back up. You have to go round. No, you have to go round. That way. Thank you. There you go. There you go. Right. Don't look at the tail end turnies. Just don't look at them. Completely ignore them. Because if you look at them, they won't go in. That's got it. I'm making a bit of a mess out there. I might have to open the second gateway up there. Right. Dinner time in 20 minutes. I'll have that, and then we'll go for the passports and I'll work out which ones. I'm pretty sure it's 188. We'll find out in a minute. Yeah, you can eat that as well. That's barley straw. Yeah. Oh, really? They say. Okay. You're right. You all right? Oh, well. Av's not playing, is he? No. You got told. They're lovely logs. Bit damp, aren't they? Yeah. Make sure they don't go with the dry stuff. Yeah. Did you throttle down before you turned them off?
Yeah.
That's right. Just checking. Yeah.
Good
Just
boy.
checking.
That time we don't, yeah.
Yeah.
Because 6 of the time it works all the time.
Well, it doesn't hurt when you turn them off. It's when you switch them on when they're cold, it fucks them up. Because you're revving a cold engine, yeah.
It's always make sure.
Habit. Good habit.
At the time it works.
Yeah, never turn an engine off revving. So, even if you mean to turn it on 10 minutes later when it's warm, just never do it. So, right. I don't think I'm that lucky that that's him there. So we're looking for 188. Pretty sure that's not him. So yeah, 188 is the next animal on the list. We've got to get him in there, and then get him in the trailer. Okay, so you know I said I ain't that lucky, and I didn't think that was him. And I didn't think 188 had horns. Yeah, that's him. I am that lucky today. Let's see if we can get him in there. Up you go. Go on, you. Go on then, in you go. Don't want you. I don't want you. You can come out. No, I don't want you in there. Oh, awkward. No, I don't want you in there either. All right. Right. Well, we're part of the way there. You two can go out. Thank you. And little tiddler. One of you might have to go up the race. Go on up. Right, that's got him in there. Come on, you, out you come. There you go. Thank you. Only seems like last week since I cleaned this out last. Probably because it was last week. Right, we are going to put the partition door in. I'll just go and get that. Oh. Spin room right that way. I've got the floor dirty already. I think we'll come to that one there. He's in. Straw in the corners, because that's nearly always where they leave a crap, is right in the bloody corner. right where you don't want it. But so far he doesn't seem too stressed out, so we're not going to rush. Actually, I might have 2 gates. 1.5 then, it's only a hurdle. Bit of my help. That's the bull. Yeah, he does a lot of that. A lot. Right, Mikey? Yeah, actually, yeah, if you want to come in here and just push him out backwards, and actually, if you're there, you can come with me and push him up, because 2 would be better than 1, so. Right, keep going, keep going, keep going. Go on, keep going. Good chap. Good. Oh, it was a good chap. Thank you very much. That was brilliant. No, turn your ass round. Thank you. Brilliant. Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Mikey. That was all on you. That was. It's your aftershave. I've told you before. Terrifies them. Thank you. But it's a lot better. Yeah. They got nice and gentle like that, no stress. We don't like them getting stressed out.
To be fair, it makes you feel a bit bad though, doesn't it? Honestly.
Yeah. You do me a favour. Would you put that gate back up to the door over there?
Yeah.
Thank you. Not sure how well you can see in here, but anyway, he's in there, quite snug. Yeah, you can't see much in there. We put the partition in there. He can't move around inside the trailer and he can't hurt himself. So, oh. Go on. There you go. There goes Mikey with another bag of logs. That was quite handy in turning out that, wasn't it? So I'm sure having 2 of us behind him just helped a little bit. So it's just a bit more encouragement to go forward. Right, we are loaded. We'll open the gates, let them back through. And then 3 o'clock. We'll be there about 3:30, which would be about right before all the commuter traffic, I hope. Ready? Go on then, chap, out you go. Go on, go on. Go on. Good chap. Go on. I know, it's all a bit strange.
Yes.
Go on then. Go on then. Not sure how much of that you got because the camera was up in the air a little bit, but hopefully enough. So that was it. That's the last animal of the year. That is our December the 12th Christmas boxes, which are all sold, by the way, so you can't order one. Even if you want one, they're all sold. The next boxes next year will probably be February before we have another box. So if you want to order one for February, let me know.